If you're in the UK, good evening. If you're in the US, good afternoon. Anywhere else, no idea what time it is. On today's show is, of course, AFW Backstage. I've got 3 new guests in the pod. Intern, let's do this. And welcome to an edition of AFW Backstage. I've got 3 new people in the pod here. First off, the person to my left, introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name's Joe. I'm in Northern Mafia, tag team partner with Justin. Ready to throw down and do a call out or two.
Ooh, interesting. Short and sweet, I love it. The person below me, I'm sure everybody knows who it is, but you know what? Introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh, I am, of course, the one, the only JFB, James from Boston. I am a member of the Deadly Saints, the greatest faction ever. Also, tag team partners with Bullet Tooth Tony, and soon to be, at some point this year, your AFW World's Heavyweight Champion. Book it.
You also forgot Hall of Famer.
And Hall of Famer. That's right. And Hall of Famer.
Oh, dear. And last off, the person diagonal to me. Introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself.
I am Mr. Isaacs. I am the resident expert around here, and that is going to translate into the league because I am eventually going to be the champion. I'm going to be the rookie of the year, and I'm shooting my way to the top. And anyone that's there, I'm going to knock you straight off your pedestal.
Damn.
Ooh, wow. I felt that straight to the point. I love it.
Kind of glad he ain't on my show. Jeez.
Oh, dear. Gentlemen, how are we all this week?
Well, good.
Excellent.
I'm doing great.
Straight to the point. I love it. So, first off, let's get into some news, shall we, from AFW. Now, AFW is proud to announce Dead Man's Dance is returning for the 2nd year on October 26th. JFB, I'll start with you on this one. Are we excited for this?
Hell yeah. Last year freaking ruled. You kidding me? Anytime we can do something that's called a Dead Man's Dance, I'm all for it. I'm all skin and bones and ready to go.
Love it. Straight to the point. Joe, what about you?
I mean, JFB got me fired up. We can go right now. I'm ready.
I am so glad there's a camaraderie between us all. But Mr. Isaacs, obviously, this is probably the first big pay-per-view. Are you excited for this one?
I am, man. That match sounds very intriguing. Can you tell me what that entails? Are there going to be alligators around the ring? Is there going to be bombs and sharks and flying out of the sky?
It's going to be real zombies.
Real zombies. The crowd's going to turn to zombies, and they're going to come into the ring. Is that what's going to happen?
JP, can you give some enlightenment onto that one?
Oh man, it's been a while. So all I know is it's macabre. That's all there is to it. It's just macabre.
Well, that was the original idea that the Gracie family had for the UFC, right? They were going to have a shark pit around the cage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is real. You can look it up.
Oh yeah, it's legit.
The cage that sharks were going to eat you. Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad to see we're doing this here in AFW.
Yeah.
If that did come true, the UFC isn't what it is today. That's for sure.
Oh, that's yeah.
Wow. And apparently at Dead Man's Dance, David the Beast Smith will defend the AFW World Championship against the undefeated Predictor who defeated him by a tiebreaker last time, Scott Cater. Joe, I'll start with you on this one. What do you reckon to this?
Got to back my teammate, man. My Northern Mafia brother. He's going to bring it home. Scott's going to get his first loss of the year.
Wow. Fighting talk there. JP, what about you on this one?
I have danced with the Beast. I am the Beast Slayer. I did lose to him. It was unfortunate, but he better hang on to that title So a wee bit longer and keep it nice and polished because the Beast Slayer is coming for him.
Wow. Wow. I felt that. Absolutely felt that. Let's have a quick check of the comments. What's going on, Justin?
Justin.
What's up, man?
What's up, Justin?
Noob as always is obviously. I love these tweets. I mean, the guy literally tweets us every single day.
Yeah.
Straight to the point. And I love it.
Noob is awesome. He follows me as well. Thank you. For
And from, I don't know about this comment. What do you reckon?
Enlighten one versus the broken Playboy buried alive match.
the broken Playboy.
I mean, we might get to see the Enlighten one come in mask and all for Dead Man's Dance. I'm for it.
I'm definitely for it. I mean,
what is the broken Playboy? Like, what does that entail? Did he have some kind of injury being a Playboy? Some kind of very specific injury?
A little too much time at the Playboy Mansion, broke his title whacker.
Yeah, had a little bit of a ED issue.
No, he's probably broken because he went there and it just isn't what it used to be. So
yeah, it's trying a little too hard. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously I'll run through a few more matches here. Spider Queen Deja Newton will be getting a rematch against AFW Women's Champion Caitlin Blow. I hope I said that right.
Yeah.
Northern Mafia and Sweet Wind Music represent Mayhem in a fatal four-way. I mean, we've got a Northern Mafia member here. What do you reckon to this?
I mean, my partner Justin, we bringing the titles home. That nothing left to say.
Wow.
Okay.
Fine talk. Yeah, I mean, I'm digging this. I'm feeling it.
You want me to just sit back and be like, "Oh, they're all great"? Nah, it's war. I mean, it's time.
Talking about shit on the line, yo. Shit is on the line.
Yeah.
Oh dear. JP, what do you reckon with the tag team? I mean, you know as yourself in AFW, the tag team division's pretty stacked, so this is going to be an interesting match.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at TDS. Let's just focus on TDS, the Deadly Saints. They have the two most dynamic, most destructive tag teams, the Touch Brothers and the OG Gorillas. How can you not go wrong? At some point, TDS is going to hold tag team gold again. I'm not going to say who. I'm just saying it's possible.
Wow, we shall definitely see that. And obviously, Mr. Isaacs, I know you're not really thinking of the tag team division, or do you actually pay attention with it?
I have not, because I stand alone, so I haven't really paid attention to the tag team division.
Wow, straight to the point there. Man, Lone Wolf.
Mr. Essex, you're not even in a faction, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm completely independent on my own.
Wow, Lone Wolf. Maybe we should rename him Mr. Isaacs the Lone Wolf there.
That works.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah. I don't want to be Baron Corbin, but
oh dear. And one last little bit thing here is, and now I'm actually excited for this one. Doing a video promo for Dead Man's Dance in a Halloween costume will get you extra points, but won't count towards your score though. JP, what's your opinion on this? I mean, you are literally the promo king. I've got to say that.
I'm coming hard. I am coming strong. I am coming as Mr. Clean.
just clip that audio and just put that on future shows. That's a hell of a line right there. Like, we need that on a soundboard.
I think we definitely need it on a soundboard. That's absolutely brilliant there. I mean, like I said, the reason I asked JP is, I mean, the guy's won twice promo king of the year for the past 2 seasons. Am I right there?
2 in a row. It's going to be 3 in a row because ain't nobody can touch this fire.
True that. Joe, obviously, are you going to be doing a video promo for this?
Probably not. No. After hearing JFB's doing it, I'm good. I'll pass.
I kind of want to see him like in a scream mask or something like that. I think that'd be funny.
Yeah. You never know. I might bust out Macho Man. You don't know what I'm going to bring to Dead Man's Dance. Yeah. You just don't know.
That sounds awesome.
That does sound absolutely awesome. And Mr. Isaacs, I mean, I might know the answer to this, but are we going to do a video promo for Dead Man's Dance?
I don't know. Maybe you just inspired me to do it, Liam. I don't know. I've got some costumes. I'm a big Halloween guy. I love horror. I love this kind of season. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Watch this space. And JFB, how do you respond to this?
Canada Dry is the real promo king. Canada Dry, let me tell you, as a member of TDS, but he a two-time promo giver of the year with the Effie Awards. I don't think so. The JFB remains and still is the king. And if you're gonna shoot the king, you better not miss.
Wow. Maybe you can actually call him out here on the end bit. I'm actually kind of scared.
Yeah, I'm calling everybody out. You watch. I have a long laundry list.
It's got a little list of Jericho, just like loads.
Yeah, it's just at everyone.
You just made the list.
Yeah, you just made the list.
Right, so that's the end, obviously, AFW news. Let's get into some accolades, shall we? So, Mr. Isaac, we will start with you. If you look at the screen there, you can see your accolades. We'll run through with you. Goes by Mr. Isaacs. Rookie with a bright future in AFW. Season 3 record so far of 2 for 2. Season 2 record of 5 for 4. Debuted on Mayhem in Season 2. Was drafted to Wreckage for Season 3. Yay, bet me. End of discussion. Next one. Oh, dear. Did well in the Casino Battle Royal at All Out, but unfortunately didn't win. So I'll start with the Season 2 record, 5 for 4. I mean, you've got to be happy with that one.
Yeah. I ended that pretty strong. I'm hoping that Season 3 ends up being a little better. I've had a little bit of a stumble going on here, but I plan on turning that around really soon.
Wow, we shall definitely see on that one. And then obviously at the minute you're 2 for 2, as you mentioned there. It's kind of like a tricky season a little bit. Would you agree? It's
hard, man. I mean, trying to figure out Mr. Khan's booking is a little difficult sometimes. It's like I think I have it down, but no, didn't quite hit it.
I find if you drink really heavily before you submit your picks, usually you do a lot better. Or if you do some Coke.
I'm gonna have to give that a shot.
Yeah,
maybe not the Coke, but
either TK Express.
I'm wearing my Kentucky jersey today. Some good old fashioned Kentucky bourbon might do the trick.
There you go.
We shall definitely see. And obviously at the bottom there's got a question from GM Dallas. Mr. Isaacs, which championship belts would you like to win the most in AFW?
Well, I'll tell you where I'm going to start. I'm going to start with the North American Championship. I think that's a good, solid title for a rookie like me. And I was upset by this Scotty Saber individual, and I want a rematch. If he goes on to win the title, I want a rematch with him because I'm going to beat him next time.
Ooh-ah.
Wow. I'm actually excited for the 60-second call out here to see who he actually calls out. So, yes, we shall definitely see. Who should we move on to next to? Joseph, let's look at yours, shall we? So, you are a former AFW World Champion, won the title on the 4th of the 4th. Then defeated Luke and Walsh to win the vacant World Championship in the tournament finals. Former North American Champion. Won the trios with obviously Justin and Andrew, Mafia Daddies, if I said that right. Won tag titles with Justin after defeating the Prestige. Season 3 record of 3 for 1. Season 2 record of 23 and 22. Season 1 record of 22, 17 and 1. And a part of obviously the North and Mafia factions. So I will start with, on this one, you're obviously a former North American Championship. Talk about obviously winning that.
That was the first title that I won when I came here to AFW. And if memory serves me right, I beat Canada Dry for it. Like, he gave me a shot. He was nice enough to do that, and I took it. But what my accolades don't say is I'm a 2-time DTW champion as well, which makes me a Grand Slam winner here in AFW. And the fact that I'm the inaugural Trios champion.
Ooh, that's true.
Wow.
That's true.
Dallas, you've obviously missed some little things on there. So
Dallas.
I'm blaming Dallas for this one.
Nah, don't blame Dallas. I have a lot of accolades. Hard to miss sometimes.
All right. Then obviously we'll start with the next one. Obviously you defeated Luke Walsh to win the vacant World Championship. I've obviously faced Luke, but talk about obviously facing Luke.
I mean, yeah, he's a great guy. He talks a lot of trash and he couldn't back it up, but it's what he does.
Wow.
He is not the law.
Damn it. And obviously at the bottom there, I've got a little question from GM Dallas. Do you see yourself challenging for the World Championship again?
So, eventually, yes. I've stated multiple times here in AFW that my goal this year is the Hall of Fame. So if an AFW title comes my way, I'm not going to turn it down, but I'm not going to cash in my points. I'm going to earn everything just on merit of wins and losses this year. And that's assuming that when we win the tag titles here in a couple weeks that we don't lose them.
Wow, straight to the point, straight to the point. Dallas, I hope that answers your question. Now then, let's get on to the last person, the JFB.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. A one-time AFW World Champion, one-time DTW Champion, longest reigning, one-time AFW Tag Team Champ, Season 1 and Season 2 Promo Giver of the Year, Effie Award, AFW Original, been part since the beginning, held the DT Championship for 80 days, and lost to someone who held it for 1 week.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
And some awesome rivalries with his own partner, Bullet Tooth Tony, The Croc, and currently in a rivalry with Perfect Blake Lister. Season 3 record of 1 for 3. Season 2 record of 26 for 19. Season 1 record of 21, 24, and 1. AFW Hall of Famer. So I've got to talk about how did you manage to lose to Hunter? Please tell me.
I told Hunter in my promo that you have to be absolutely 100% perfect to beat the JFB, and he scored perfectly that week. I missed it by 1 match. And if it would have gone the other way, it would have been tied. We still be talking about me as the DTW champion. But yeah, that was a painful losing to Hunter. Oh, that was such a sour taste in my mouth.
Do you remember which obviously match screwed you over?
Oh, I can't remember. I think it was Jericho's match, if I'm not mistaken. I think I picked Jericho or I didn't pick Jericho and Jericho won.
Oh,
Jericho always wins.
Yeah.
That's a little question for you there, JFB.
JFB once stole a banana from a minion. I can neither confirm nor deny, but I have a big, huge bushel of bananas in my kitchen right now, and there's a lot of crying minions outside. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Those two are not related, correct, JFB?
That's correct.
Now, the second one I was talking about is obviously AFW Original, obviously been part of since the beginning. So you've seen, obviously, AFW grow. I mean, what's that like for you personally?
I love it. I mean, to see where it started from and how it is evolved into, to me, is the best prediction league in the world. I mean, I mean, look at how many people are on the roster. Like, we're talking over 100 people actively predicting on a roster. I mean, it's freaking amazing. I mean, you know, the pandemic era made things a little difficult, and you know, obviously that was for a big loop. You know, I think everybody scored perfect on the Brody Lee Memorial match, when Dark Order basically won every match, and if you picked against them, you were stupid. They were going to win everything. They were going to win everything. But it's amazing. Like, we got some heavy hitters. You know, Trey J Styles is one. That man comes correct each and every time. Jeff Chadwick is a tough competitor. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm going to leave people off intentionally, but yeah, you know, there's a lot of big names and a lot of big hitters on it. I love it. I love the fact that I've been here since the beginning. I love how it's grown. It's like my little baby cousin, you know?
Wow, yeah, absolutely. And obviously, as you just mentioned there's so many people to choose from.
Oh, yeah.
Different backgrounds, you know what I mean? Different types of predictors. FM Wrestling says
that Jeff Chadwick is fired. That's true. I do believe he was terminated, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, dear. And obviously, as always, we've got a question from Dallas. What is your favorite match and opponent this far over the duration of your whole AFW career?
It is got to be the third match between me and Bullet Tooth Tony, because we dragged that thing out for months. I mean, we just beat the ever-living hell out of each other. And to turn around and to become a tag team partner with him I'm like, this is just not going to work. There's just no way possible. But I mean, we were one-time AFW tag champs, and you know, I think if you look at our tag record, it's above 500. So I mean, we've kept it real. But yeah, that's been by far the best freaking match in the world. Was that third match with Bullet Tooth Tony, the rubber match, which I lost, and I will graciously acknowledge I lost. But holy crap, man, we just beat the living bejesus out of each other. It was awesome, and we wrapped off against each other. That was even better.
Is that a freestyle battle? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a rap battle. It was pretty sweet. It
was it better than Uso's New Day?
Oh yeah, much better than Uso's New Day.
Good.
Dear. Wow, that pretty much wraps the accolades up. So now we'll just move on to some general questions. Joe, I'll start with you on this one. Obviously, you've been here for quite a while. What's some of your favorite highlights over the course of the seasons?
Let's see. There was Blood and Guts. That was great, even though I lost and was out of action for 2 weeks. Still great to be the part of the faction that was in the first Blood and Guts match here in AFW. And just honestly, just having fun getting to know a lot of these guys. I know I'll be talking some stuff here, but I made a lot of friends. JFB is one of them. I enjoy working back in the back on the podcast with you and everything. So
yeah, absolutely. Mr. Isaac, what about you? What about some of your favorite highlights? I know you've obviously not been here quite long.
Yeah, I haven't been here very long, but I am glad that I joined this though. I don't know how much you all know of my history here, but I met Liam through a mutual friend, and I didn't even know he was into wrestling. I had no idea, and we just kind of started talking. He's like, "Hey, I do a wrestling podcast," and I'm like, "Well, I've watched wrestling my entire life." And, he invited me on a show, and then that ended up with me joining this league. And, it's really cool to have like a large community of people to talk about wrestling with, because I don't really know anybody in my personal life that I really talk wrestling with on a regular basis. So this has been a lot of fun for me. And, I haven't really gotten into a lot of character work or anything, but, I'll get there eventually. And, but I'm just happy to be here. I'm glad to be a part of this community.
Absolutely. Obviously, JP spoke about with Bullet Tooth Tony there. What's some of your favorite highlights?
Blood and Guts, because that was the day that the JFB became the DTW champion. We had a singular focus, and that was to destroy, annihilate, and beat the ever-living hell out of every faction known to man, in which we did. And it was funny because I was in the Bahamas, and I wake up early in the morning, and I'm out having a rum and coke in the morning because, day drinking in the Bahamas is unfortunately a law. So I was day drinking like a crazy man, check the results, and literally start having tears in my eyes that we won Blood and Guts faction warfare. I mean, it was freaking unbelievable.
And when you win a match and you have rum and coke in your system, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I'm telling you, sometimes it pays to drink. I'm just saying.
Moral of the story: drink.
Yes, drink heavily.
That's
the answers come to you a lot easier when you're lubricated.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll move on to our next question. I'll start with JP on this one. What's the hardest part of us predicting?
It's the unpredictability. Is even when you think you know what's going to happen. Like, let's take last week for an example. What a shit week that was. Holy crap. Dumpster fires and hot garbage freaking everywhere. And you thought, oh, yeah, this is going to – none of it fell into place. And that's – unfortunately, that's part of booking. That's part of predicting is – who knows? Tony Khan may get a wild hair up his ass and decide that everybody's going to lose by double count out, and you're screwed. You're screwed if you are, and you're screwed if you don't. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's just that unpredictability. You just don't. Just when you think you know, you don't know. You don't know shit.
You don't know shit. Joe, what about you? What's the hardest part predicting?
It's that tiebreaker. Always figuring how long I've lost so many matches because of tiebreaker, because I don't know how long the fucking matches are going to be. I'm not Tony Khan. I mean, shit.
Wow. I mean, I kind of agree with Joe on that one. I think the tiebreakers cost me so many times. I either go too long or too short. I never get it fucking right.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What about you, Mr. Isaac? What's some of the hardest parts of predicting?
Tony Khan's booking is all over the place and can oftentimes be very illogical. Like, so when you think that the logical choice is choice A, and then he goes with choice B, for example, Jericho never loses.
Yeah.
Like when it seems very logical for him to lose, and I choose for him to lose, and he doesn't lose, that really screws me over too.
Yeah.
I usually do okay with like the tiebreaker because I know their matches typically go pretty long. The order kind of gets me from time to time.
Yes.
Like the Ring of Honor Championship will be the main event one week, and then the whatever Atlantic Championship is the main event the next week. It's like I figured the Ring of Honor Championship would be the main event again, but no, it doesn't make any sense. It's like he just kind of throws darts at a board and says, "This is going to be first, this is going to be last," and anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. JP, how do you respond to this?
Yeah. Okay.
JFB,
that I
you
wanna
give
cause-
no respect.
Yeah, not that I don't want to cause any dissension amongst the ranks of TDS, but Canada Dry is extremely loaded right now on Labatt's Blue and Maple Logs from Tim Hortons. That's all I'm saying. He is Labatt's Blue drunk.
What's the beer of choice in Canada? Like, do we know? Like, what is his choice?
I think it's I mean it's a Canadian beer. It's got to be. I'm thinking Molson.
Okay.
You should know better than anybody.
Yeah, it's either Molson or Labatt. I mean, you're talking to me. I love Labatt. I mean, I'll drink Labatt like there's no tomorrow. Labatt Blue, woo, that stuff is good. And beer up there is like moonshine. It's like 8% alcohol. Like nothing like down here. You have to get like high gravity beers, which cost you like $15 for a bottle.
Oh yeah. We've had mostly piss water in the stores here.
Yeah, go to Canada, drink a beer.
That's apparently that's there we go.
There we go.
Response.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Never heard of it, so
Yeah, I've never heard of that either. So
there you go. So moving on to our next question. I'll start with Joe on this one. How's the community in the Prediction League help you as a person?
Oh man, like I love this community that we've built. Able to sit there and like just reach out to someone if you need to talk to someone. Like I said, I don't know many people fans, so it's great to come here and just be able to just express my views. Like I can't really do that anywhere else.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the thing. Mr. Isaacs, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of piggyback off that and kind of what I said earlier, it gives me a community to talk about wrestling, and I really enjoy that. It makes me happy. Wrestling's kind of a happy place for me. Whenever there's stress and anxiety and other things going on in my life, I can just think about the bullshit world of professional wrestling, and it puts a smile on my face, And
there you go.
I like having that chat to talk to people, and like having the Facebook group, and I love doing these podcasts, and it's just it's a lot of fun. I'm happy I met you guys.
Yeah.
There you go. And obviously, JP, what about you on this one?
Listen, it's the only place I can get away with 95% of the shit I get away with on my promos. There's no way in hell I can just walk up to somebody in public and just start jaw jacking the way I do and not get punched in the face. It's a community. I mean, I met Aaron. We're good. He's like one of my best friends. We have a podcast together. We're taking effing wrestling. We're gonna make it huge. I mean, we're gonna make it a legit business. Bullet to Tony. I mean, I've met a lot of really cool guys, even guys that I don't like. I respect guys like the Ship, Harry Thompson. I don't like him, but I respect him. Or somebody like who I'm going to call out in a few minutes. I respect him, but I don't like him.
Wow, this is going to be interesting. So I better get to these good things very soon. So next question is, Mr. Isaacs, I'll start with you on this one. What's some of your goals for the season?
Well, I'm going to turn the ship around, have a winning record for one thing. I don't like being 2-2. So my goal from here on out is I'm going to have a winning record. I'm going to keep climbing the ranks. I'm going to start by getting one of the mid-card titles and work my way up to the main one. Ray J Styles, I'm going to come for him eventually.
There you go.
Wow. And apparently, ship has also fired. So, what is going off?
Budget cuts, AFW budget cuts. Is that what it is? Did you hire Leonidas?
Thank you for your participation and your future endeavors in predicting in other leagues.
I gotta let you go, kid. Sorry.
That is a really good
vascular.
Your arms aren't big enough. Go left.
Oh dear, Joe. What's some of your goals for the season?
Hall of Fame. It's the only goal I got. That is it. Nothing. Anything short of that is an abject failure in my book this year.
Wow, interesting. Now, JP, obviously, you've pretty much accomplished a lot of things. You've obviously in the Hall of Fame now. What's left for you to obviously actually achieve?
I'm going to become the Johnny Ace of AFW. So you better watch out. Y'all better start kissing my ass because you might be getting this. We're going to have to let you go. Good luck on your future endeavors. Hey, Aaron, your arms are really vascular.
Could be skateboard era Johnny Ace.
As long as it's the Johnny Ace of firing people and not the other stories about Johnny Ace, we're good.
Yeah, I'm not going to sleep around with everybody. I'm just going to no honka or woo. No, just straight up you're fired.
Oh dear. Wow. That's a really good little thing to end on right there. So obviously the next little thing is it's called questions for each other. So do you guys have any questions for like Joe or anybody in the show?
No. Surprisingly, I do not.
You don't have a question for Mr. Isaac? You don't have a question for Joe? You don't have a question for me?
No questions.
Joe?
Yeah, Liam, what are you looking to do this year? Like, we've all talked at length, but I haven't heard anything about what you want to do.
Wow. I mean, this show's obviously about you guys. I'm just the host.
Hey, you opened this door there, magician.
You know, I mean, I think it is the Hall of Fame thing. I mean, I've obviously faced JFB in other leagues, the FSGP to be exact. The funny thing is I'll always remember our first ever match because it's the first time I ever did a promo.
Mm-hmm.
I had to literally be on the ball and I lost by a fucking minute. Oh dear. It would really, really, yeah, it pisses me off to this day. But yeah, I think it's obviously the Hall of Fame thing. I mean, but I love the actual talent. I feel like the talent's got so stacked now. It's like anybody could beat anybody. That's probably my goal. Any more questions at all?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, here we go.
JFB, like when did this whole thing start? Did you start it? Did Aaron start it?
I didn't start. I am just a predictor. Aaron started this whole thing.
Okay.
It bore itself from well, we'll just say it. So that shit company, Pro Wrestling Junkies, we were all a part of it. And he started, you got bullied on there. Like if you had an opinion about something that the majority didn't like, you got bullied. And Aaron said, nah, there's got to be a better way. And we started with a chat. It was kind of an anti-Pro Wrestling Junkies chat room. And it just kind of grew from there at that point. Aaron's the man. I mean, he's the one who started absolutely everything.
He's the architect.
I'm in like the sidecar on the motorcycle. I'm just, I got my goggles on and I just want to stop for hamburgers and a Coke.
Now what's older? Is the Prediction League older or is the YouTube channel older?
FN Wrestling's older, and then the YouTube channel came right before the podcast started coming.
Okay. I was just curious. I didn't know much about the history. I just kind of jumped into all this, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
You do now.
Thank you.
Oh, dear. Let me just find my calendar thing because we get onto the bit which JP's itching to do. What? This is called the 60-second call-out. Let me just find my shuffled calendar. Where is it? There it is. Right. Let me get a timer. Who wants to go first? Who wants to call somebody out?
I'm going last.
I'll go first.
Oh, well, I'll let Joe go.
Right. So simple, plain and simple. You got 60 seconds on the clock. You can call out whoever you want No questions asked. Go.
Okay. So I start off by saying I didn't know that this gentleman was going to be on the podcast with me tonight. But like I said, my goal is a Hall of Fame, and I believe I need to beat some Hall of Famers. And this is out of nothing but respect. So JFB, you've danced before. I want another shot at you.
Bring it on.
That's all I need. I don't need the whole sec. I don't need the 60 seconds. And like I said, no animosity, nothing but love, brother. But I want another shot at you. You beat me last time, and I need that redemption.
Let's do it. Anytime you want to dance, let's do it.
20 seconds still? You've got anything else, or can we cut it there?
No, I'm good.
Right, JP, how do you respond to that?
I'm all for it, man. Anytime you want to dance. I had a blast last time we predicted against each other. Let's do it again. Anytime, any place, you name it. I'm there with usually bells on.
Ivan Koloff.
Alikane has responded. Oh God, what's he said now?
I'm really Ivan Koloff. I can neither confirm nor deny, comrade, that I am Ivan Koloff. Dos Modongas, bitches.
Oh dear. Mr. Isaac, you're up next. 60 seconds on the clock. You ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
All right, so I've been thinking about this as we go along here, and I don't know a whole lot of people here yet. That will change as I start winning some. But I'm going to call out Canada Dry.
Ooh.
Because he's the head of this thing. He started this thing. And I'm going to tell you, Canada Dry, Bret Hart's not going to save you this time, pal. You can't put a sharpshooter on you. Don't feel the confidence that you can do that. So I'm going to call you out, and I'm going to show you some good old-fashioned Southern wrestling and how it's going to beat your Heart Dungeon shenanigans.
Oh,
there we go.
Wow.
Damn. That is 15 seconds.
That's it. That's all I need.
He don't need no 60. I want to wait and see what Aaron has to say.
I think he's in the comments, so we will hopefully get to his answer before the show ends. So, JP, you're up last. Are you ready?
Yo, yeah, I'm ready. You might want to give me 90 seconds.
Do you want 90
Do I need
seconds?
to get my popcorn?
No, all I need is 60.
Right, you got 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now.
Jake Hall, let me tell you something, brother. First of all, you're on wreckage. Not a chance in hell unless you can get every GM to say it's okay. You're not going to get a shot at the JFB because you're not worth it. But Blake Lister, or as I like to call him, Moon Boy, that boy's head is so huge, it looks like an orange on a toothpick. Every time he cuts a promo, the tide changes over in the sea of awesomeness, on the planet of awesomeness, which is run by the king, the JFB. Blake Lister, or as I call you now, Blister, let me tell you something, buddy. You are going to get your moment in the sun, Mr. Imperfect, Mr. Limited Champion. You're going to get your shot. You're going to tag team next week, and then after that, me and you, steel cage, mano y mano, and I can show you how a real man operates in the middle of the ring. Peace out, Blister. You big moon face mother. Yeah, be out.
The funny thing was that was exactly 1 minute.
I kind of want a moon pie now.
That's why JFB is the king. Hit it right on the dot. 60 seconds.
There you go.
Seriously. God, that kid's got a huge head.
So. Oh, dear. Canada Dry hasn't responded, but somebody else has.
Oh.
Canada isn't here, but you want the enlightened one, bring it. Okay.
I will say the enlightened one likes to cheat. I'm not saying that's a for sure. The enlightened one is up to shenanigans and jocularity.
You're not going to have Earl Hebner, brother. Nobody's calling this one short.
Well, that's a nice little thing to end on. So, JFP, what we're going on the show tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to talk about the 80s versus the 90s on the All Effin' Wrestling Show. We're going to kind of talk about the territories, kind of about the moments, no top 10 list. It's just a bunch of us sitting around the campfire, just talking about that rock and roll era bleeding into the new generation era, bleeding into, of course, everybody's favorite, the Attitude Era, how WCW, the territories, how they all kind of fluctuated and fit together. It's like a big puzzle, but that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow.
And what time is that, and where can they find that?
So it's 1:30 Eastern, 10:30 Pacific. I don't know if you live anywhere else what time that is. My math is limited to I can count backwards from where I live to where Canada Dry lives, which is 2 hours. But 1:30 Eastern, 1:30 Eastern, and 10:30 Pacific.
Wow, definitely tune into that. So, One last thing from each of everybody. Joe, is there anything you want to plug, my friend?
I don't really do social media, but I'm going to say, if you like this, find the Effin' Wrestling Community Facebook page. Find us here on YouTube. JFB, Canada Dry, they do an awesome job. Like I said, I help them out. We're a great community. Come hang out with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight to the point. Mr. Isaacs, as always, is there anything you want to plug, my friend?
Yeah, absolutely. Twitch.tv/Mr. Isaacs. You can come watch me play some video games. I play Call of Duty a lot, Back for Blood. I'll be playing that some for Halloween. Also, I've got a YouTube channel, Mr. Isaacs, if you want to check that out. I've got gaming videos. I started a couple of short video commentary series, Eye on Wrestling and Eye on Horror. I've got a video up talking about Logan Paul against Roman Reigns, and I intend to watch Halloween Ends tonight, and I'm going to try to do a video for Eye on Horror reviewing Halloween Ends, so hopefully that comes to fruition.
Cool.
I'll definitely have to let me know what that is because I want to see it myself. JP, do you want to plug all the stuff where they can find the Pro Wrestling Tee stuff? I mean, I'll let you do all the outro on this.
Oh, yeah. So you can go to our website, effinwrestling.com. You scroll down to the bottom of the page. No, you're not there yet. A little bit further, there you go. See that nice little row across there? That is every single one of our social media links and AFW for just the Effin' Wrestling community as a whole. If you want to join AFW, it's there. My Twitter is there. Aaron's Twitter is there. Everybody's Twitter is there. The Magician's got his Twitter on there. So go to that place. If you like swag, Canada Dry. He always today. I'm unfortunately wearing my my Hitman shirt, but Liam's got the magic of wrestling. You can get all your tees at prowrestlingtees.com/Effin' Wrestling. We have Northern Mafia, we have TDS, we have the JFB shirt, we have a Canada Dry shirt. We got tons of shirts. We're essentially a shirt company that occasionally does a podcast and does predictions as well. That's what we are.
That is true. Don't forget the Adrian Adonis.
Yeah, if you like old school wrestling, which I know everybody does, we support Adrian Adonis. We do run his store, prowrestlingtees.com/Adrian Adonis.
Awesome. And if anybody wants to be on this show, I mean, message myself, message JP, message Canada Dry, and we'll get you on here. We'll just have a good nice little chat. That's all from me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Magic Man out.